Hello everyone, and welcome back to the second installment of our remote work video series. If you're just joining us, I'm Mark Strassman, Senior Vice President and General Manager of Unified Communications and Collaboration here at LogMeIn. I'm also a full-time remote worker. So last week we talked about setting yourself and your home office up for success when working remotely by the use of the right tools. Today I'm going to talk a bit about optimizing your remote environment so you can remain focused and productive. Now, an essential component of working remotely is having the self-discipline to set your own schedule. When you're in an environment full of distractions like chores or your dog, it can be easy to get off course. But here are 3 of my favorite tips that I found to be critical to my success as a remote worker. First of all, let's talk about your physical space. Whether you have a sprawling home office or a tiny kitchen nook, try to create a dedicated workspace. Just as you wouldn't sleep in the kitchen or park your car in the living room, work should have its own place in a separate room, or at the very least, at a dedicated desk. Secondly, set boundaries and stick to them. If you live with a family or roommates, give them a heads up when you're working, and for how long. Make it clear that just because you're home doesn't mean you're available for household chores or errands. At the same time, be mindful of your availability outside of traditional work hours. It's easy to say yes to all those meeting invites when you have your computer at home, but don't do it. Set boundaries and don't let work overpower your life. Lastly, eat, move, and socialize. You know, the human stuff. Do you have a meeting that doesn't require video? Put in your earbuds and get some steps in with a walking meeting. And most importantly, don't forget to eat. Working across time zones can fill your calendar up. So avoid the temptation of eating at your desk and actually put blocks in your calendar so you have time for meals that will fuel the rest of your day. Well, that's it for today. So join us next week for our 3rd episode on how to build and nurture business relationships with remote colleagues. I'll see you then.